His daughter's marriage had taken place in their home country. The marriage lasted only 3 or 4 years. The girl also had 2 children. Even then, I understood that this magician was no ordinary person, and if I wanted to defeat him, I would have to work very hard. That girl's condition was still like a mad person. She would suddenly start laughing, and the next moment, she would burst into tears. I took a picture of that girl's husband from her mother and began my work of magic on it. I slowly started worsening the condition of their home. That boy became obsessed with money, and my jinn started guarding their house.
You lover Bilaturu. Welcome back everyone. I am Swadhin. I hope you're all well and on the side of goodness. I am well too, and still on the good side. Those who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon. Now we are going into today's story. I'm reading it exactly as it was written. Assalamu alaikum Swadhin bhai and dear listener friends. I hope you are all well and healthy. Before I begin today's incident, I request you, please do not ask for my phone number or email address. I collect these incidents only to share them with you all. Please respect this boundary. Today's incident is told by the magical aunt from Portugal.
For those who don't know her, she is a woman who has sent us stories from Portugal before. She claims that she herself practices magic and believes that magic is not inherently bad. The problem lies with people who use it for harmful purposes. That is her personal opinion. I take no responsibility for it. The only purpose of sharing this story is to help people understand that such things exist. Some listeners say that by sharing these incidents, I am promoting magic, but I neither promote nor oppose anything. My intention is only to introduce you to a kind of parallel world, a world that exists among us but cannot be seen with the naked eye. Let's go directly to the aunt. This is what the magical aunt says. Sabit, I hope you and everyone at obfood.com are well. As I said before, any knowledge, be it scientific, magical, or spiritual, if used to harm people, becomes completely forbidden. But if the same knowledge is used for good, then there is nothing wrong with it. Let me give you an example. If you have a gun and you use it to rob someone, then the act is forbidden. But the same gun can protect someone. I admit I have done many wrong things in the past. I misused this knowledge, and those deeds will count as forbidden for me. But I have also done good through this knowledge, and I hope I will be rewarded for those. Today, what I will tell you will clearly show how this knowledge can be used for good. This happened 20 years ago, around 2005. I had newly come to Portugal. Slowly, people here began to know what I do, and many started coming to me. Among them was a woman named Fatima. She came to me one day with a problem. She looked very weak. The moment I saw her, I realized that she was under the influence of strong magic. My obedient jinns also told me that some evil jinns were waiting outside my house, the same ones influencing this woman.
I asked her what her problem was. She said she didn't know. She felt weak most of the time and did things she couldn't remember afterwards. Her husband and children said she often forgot everything. I closed my eyes and summoned my jinn, Maru. Maru returned with information. The woman's mother-in-law had done black magic on her. The reason was that she wanted her son to return to Bangladesh and stay with her instead of remaining in Portugal. I told the woman to come back the next day with her husband. The next day, she came with her husband. When I started explaining everything, they were shocked. Her husband thought maybe his wife had told me everything earlier, but when she swore she hadn't told me anything, her husband asked, "How did you know all this?" I told him I have a certain knowledge through which I can understand these things. He admitted that his mother never wanted him to come here and always asked him to return home. She even refused to come to Portugal, though he made a visa for her. When I told him that magic was being done on his wife and the one doing it was his mother, he stared at me in disbelief. His reaction was natural. If someone accuses your mother of something so serious, how would you react? So I placed my hand on his wife's head, recited some prayers, and blew on her. Immediately, the jinn inside her manifested and began speaking, admitting that the boy's mother had done magic on her daughter-in-law to make her die so that her son would return to her.
The husband was terrified when he saw his wife speak in a man's voice. After I removed the jinn's influence, the couple left quietly. Later, I learned that the husband had confronted his mother, but she denied everything. Fatima came to me the next day and said her mother-in-law denied the accusation and swore she had done no such thing. I thought perhaps she would at least fear God and stop the magic, but instead the situation got worse. A few days later, Fatima returned and said, "Auntie, things are getting worse. Dishes are breaking by themselves. We smell a strange rotten odor. There are blood stains inside the cupboard. I'm having nightmares, seeing myself dying, animals attacking me." I summoned Samael. He said the mother-in-law was doing even stronger magic now. About 20 jinns were surrounding Fatima's house, spreading hatred and sickness. I gave Fatima some blessed water and told her to sprinkle it around her home. 3 hours later, she called me and said as soon as she sprinkled the water, thick smoke spread everywhere, as if meat was burning. Even neighbors asked why such a smell was coming. I told her that the jinns sent through magic were burned through that water, and the magician who sent them must have understood the message. 2 days later, Fatima came with sweets. Her mother-in-law had called her in tears, apologizing, admitting she had done wrong, though she didn't explicitly mention magic. Alhamdulillah, through me, Allah saved that girl and her family.
Another incident. A boy named Habib, around 8 or 9, his parents brought him to me. I could see instantly that something evil was attached to him. He sat in front of me, just like possessed people do, with pride and challenge. He rudely said, "Do your work. Let's see how much power you have." He was speaking in Urdu. I began reciting prayers, and 4 of my jinns appeared. The jinn inside the boy saw them and became frightened. He suddenly knelt down like an obedient servant. I asked him, "Who are you? Who sent you into this child?" The spirit said that he had attached himself to the boy from the day he was born, in the hospital. He liked the child and stayed with him ever since. I told him to leave the child immediately and to cure all the illnesses he had caused in his body. The boy began suffering painfully. His parents were terrified. For half an hour he writhed in agony, then suddenly became normal. The spirit spoke weakly, saying,